So, welcome to another weekly wear, another foundation review from me. I am doing it on a brand that I don't think I've tried anything from before. This is ZOEVA, is that how you pronounce it? Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I just thought that the description and everything of this sounded lovely, plus I just wanted to try out a new brand that I haven't tried before. They are on Ulta's website. It is exclusive to them and online only, but this foundation here, you get 1.01 fluid ounces of product and it is $28, so super fair price. There are 44 different shades available, ranging from what they say is fair to deep. So in theory, good shade range here. They say that this is enriched with the nourishing power of rosehip oil. It's going to be buildable, silky smooth, and have an all day long finish. It's an innovative, lightweight formula designed to maintain the skin's natural protective barrier while allowing it natural luminosity to shine through. And each shade is named with a positive affirmation meant to inspire and champion your true authentic self, which I think is really nice. To use, they suggest that you could mix some highlighter drops in this. This oily skin girl ain't going there, but then they promote one of their buffer brushes for flawless buildable application. Okay, so I will use my own buffer brush, but I am excited to test this foundation out with you guys. I have the shade number 50N. Beautiful. Oh, so nice. Thank you. I'm excited to crack on into here. So let's do just that. The bottle reminds me, wasn't it the Anastasia foundation? Is that what I'm thinking of? Either way, it's just a long, thin bottle. Glass, very nice. This is so stupid, but like, this bothers me that the print on this is just like the slightest bit off. It's not completely in the middle, it's just slightly off. I'm just gonna pretend it's not there and give this a good shaking. And in case any of you were skeptical about how my skin was looking and what we're gonna be working with, we will get you a bit zoomed in. Glasses wearers of the world, as always, I got you covered. We will see how this foundation does underneath the glasses, for my glasses. And we've got a nice pump here, so that's nice. But you guys know, best pumps are those that work. I can feel it. Yay! So it's slightly drippy, but, or I shouldn't say slightly. It's liquid. It's a liquid foundation. Oops. Okay, well, I hope that's not fragrance that I smell. I don't think so. At least on the ingredients list. Skimming that, I didn't see it. Oh my god. I was not expecting that kind of coverage. Okay. Okay. Come on now. That's pretty exciting! Oh my gosh. I don't know, when I hear luminous, I just think it's gonna be really quite sheer and dewy. But oh my god. That is some coverage. But like a really natural, nice looking coverage? What the heck? I don't feel like I've heard anyone talk about this foundation, and that's why I'm like a little shocked here, because that looks beautiful. Like really, that just kind of buffed in effortlessly and gave really nice medium coverage. I'm honestly really taken aback right now. Maybe it's just because I've been testing some bad foundations lately that I just expect them all to be bad. But wow, 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 wow. At least first things first, this is looking great. Let's see how it does with a sponge. Really nice. I mean, slightly more sheer as one would expect with a sponge, but overall it still gave really good coverage, super nice and blendable, really natural looking. It looks gorgeous. They did say that this was buildable though, so I'm just gonna add a little bit on areas where I would like to try and build. Hello flawless, dewy, gorgeous, natural looking skin. Where did you, I know where you came from. This bottle. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just think it looks gorgeous. It does, it looks so dewy and radiant, but like really natural. I mean, sure, it looks like I've got foundation on, I guess, but like a really natural looking one, I think. It covered up all sorts of redness and blemishes and just looks incredible. I really am just blown away. I think mainly because, like I said, I don't think I've heard anyone talk about this foundation before. Wow. So color me impressed. I am really excited to see how this wears throughout the day, even though I don't have a primer on. I mean, I'm a little not excited about it because it feels like the kind of foundation that's not gonna last on my not primed skin, but we shall see. And then on further days, I will further test this out with primers and whatnot. So I am gonna get on with it, put on the rest of my makeup, get on with my day. I will check in with you all periodically, most likely, and then I'll see y'all at the very end of the night. Ready? Ding! All right, really quick check in here. My battery is about to die, but I've had this foundation on for about 4.5 hours now, and it is feeling a little bit oily, but honestly, it doesn't really look oily. It is starting to crack a bit in the corners of my mouth and also between my brow. But other than that, honestly, it looks kind of matte. Please pardon all of the glitter fallout on my cheeks. That was my bad. Not the foundation's bad. So I just wanted to blot real quick before I head out here for the night. I guess it was mainly my nose that was feeling oily, and that really was kind of the only spot where it was looking super shiny. So I am not surprised to not see too much oil on this. I know some of you are probably like, that's not too much. Not for me. But that blotted great. Didn't come off at all or anything, so that's exciting. I am gonna get on with it. I'm gonna charge my camera, and I will see you all at the very end of the night. Ready? Ding! All right, my friends, end of the night here. I am so shocked with this foundation in the best way possible. It's making me fluff my hair. Like, you know, things are going well. I think it looks great here at the end of the night. I am so impressed, like I said. I mean, aside from the problems that I had earlier, like with a few cracks or whatever in the foundation, I think aside from that, it looks great. It still looks pretty darn matte. I've still got coverage on my blemishes that I covered up with the foundation this morning, and this is without primer. Like, I can only guess that it's gonna get better from here on out, right? I mean, I guess we'll see. Some foundations definitely don't play well with primers, so like I said, we shall see. But as of right now, I am not having any problems with transferring, right? Yeah, no, it kind of feels like it's gonna transfer, but no, it's really not. I am so pleasantly surprised because I haven't heard anyone talk about this foundation. So I thought that it was going to be hope for the best, expect the worst, plan for the worst, expect hope for the best. Either way, I'm excited to keep on wearing this foundation with you guys. Excited to keep on testing it for another couple days. And I'm excited to check in with you all when that testing is over so that we can talk about the foundation and see if my feelings stay the same or if things have changed. We shall see, and we shall see in just a second here. Ready? Ding! Hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here, and I am just, when's the last time I was this happy at a final check-in? Spoiler alert. So before I spoil anything too much further with my facial emotions, let me give you the rundown. So on day number 2, I used my Smashbox primer as well as my ColourPop concealer that I have been loving. I meant to use my NYX White Mix-In Medium, but I totally forgot. I had meant to use it because I definitely had noticed that the foundation had oxidized on me on the first day of wear. But yeah, I also noticed it after application on this day because, like I said, I forgot to try and correct that. So if anything, it just further gave me the info that this foundation does indeed oxidize. However, I thought it looked beautiful after initial application, you know, just stippling it on with a brush and then blending it out with a sponge like I did before. I think it looks gorgeous. I got great coverage and just very, very nice. However, I was noticing as I was wearing it that even just a couple hours in around my nose, if I touched there or my really oily areas, that I was getting transfer of the foundation onto my fingers. So I was really surprised though to see that that looking in the mirror, that transfer was not showing up, so that is great. And at the end of the night, it looked amazing too. There was very slight caking in the same spots as the first day, so kind of around my mouth and my forehead, middle of my forehead, between my brows. It was less than day one, so I think the primer helped there, but however, it was just looking dewy, but in a good way, and there was still lots of coverage to the foundation. And when I did a transfer test on my nose, there was barely any transferring. Just looked so good considering no blotting. What? And then today, on day 3, I went ahead and I used my Guerlain primer today, and I did remember to use my NYX White Mix in Medium. I did also use my Benefit Cakeless Concealer just to try a different concealer, why the heck not? And like I said, I also used the NYX White Mix in Medium to make it more my shade, which I think really did help. And overall, again, same application technique, same gorgeous results. If you ask me, the coverage of this stuff is insane. It's buildable, it looks great, I love it. And I especially love it that it looks this great at the very end of the night. I mean, this is 9.5 hours later, and it looks great. It's definitely worn off around my chin because I had a buttery pasta and it dribbled a little down my chin. I know, very cute and ladylike of me, but that happened, and basically you could have just taken a cleansing balm to my face because that just wipes foundation right off, any kind of oil. So that was not the foundation's fault, that was my manners' fault. Other than that, I think the foundation looks great considering how long I've had it on. My family and I made lefse today, which means I was sitting with 2 hot griddle pans underneath my face for a few hours, so all that steam and heat and whatever, and yet I have not needed to blot. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit oily now at the end of the night, but like, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks really greasy or anything. Like, my blush and highlight and all that have stayed on perfectly. I just am so in love with this foundation, you guys. Like, this is becoming very quickly a favorite of mine, like top tier. I was gonna say top 5, but I would even say top 3 foundations. Like, I am loving this. Especially, it's only $28. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, so good. I mean, this is one of those foundations where I feel like so many people tell me, like, Cassie, you never like anything. You never like any foundations, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, okay, clearly you haven't watched all of my foundation reviews because there are foundations I like. But also, this foundation is the reason why I don't give every single other foundation a glowing review. And that a lot of my reviews are just like, oh, the foundation was mediocre. It's because I know there are foundations like this out there that are fantastic. I'm not gonna downplay that just to make another foundation feel better, you know? Either way, let's get on into the pros and the cons for ya. First things first for the pros certainly is that this is blendable and buildable. Application is really, really easy and nice. I also think that this foundation theoretically should be really versatile in that it should be able to work on a lot of different skin types. Because I mean, initially when I put this on, it does have a really dewy finish, so I would think on drier skin types this would look really nice, but then even on oily skin like me, it lasts great throughout the day, which leads me to believe that there might be a little bit of oil control in this. I mean, at least that's how I've been feeling these past few days while wearing it. There's minimal transfer on the foundation, even in my like most oiliest bits on my face, and also the fade is really graceful, so even if there is any transfer, I feel like the wear on this has been just fantastic. It's also super lightweight. Like, I definitely feel like I'm wearing a foundation, but a very, very lightweight one. And then the cons, the only one that I can think of, I'm pretty sure, is that it oxidizes. And that's it. And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's a big deal. Like, foundation, it sucks when it oxidizes, but thankfully it's only by about a shade, and it's correctable. At least in my case, you know, a little bit of white mix in and it's fixed, or else you could just buy a shade lighter than you typically do, and then hopefully it will oxidize to the color that you need for your skin. So there you go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this review. Maybe I'm the only one that hasn't heard of this foundation or like heard great reviews on it or anything. I really don't think I've ever seen a review on this foundation. So hopefully it will spread the word to you all who also didn't know about this foundation, and maybe give it a try. I mean, it worked great for me. I'm loving it. Galileo, what do you think about it? Okay, not bad. I appreciate that, baby. Thank you for the vote of confidence. So definitely let me know if you have tried out this foundation. What has your experience been in the comments down below? You can also just let me know, A, if there are any other specific foundations you are wanting me to test, and also, B, just let me know if you enjoyed the video. I love hearing from you guys. You can also let me know if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful by giving the video a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. Until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!